Like, think about that. These are people that have already been murdered by police, that aren't here to celebrate their birthdays, that aren't here to be with their families, or to have kids, or do all of these things simply because police decided that they were not worthy in those moments, or other people of authority felt like they were not worthy in those moments. And that is just, like, I don't even know, like, fucking hell, like. And so, like, when we march, like, just think about that. Like, this is why we're out here. This is why we continue to come out here. Even when, you know, it doesn't feel like anybody wants to stand with us, we still have to be making those changes because our system is not going to change itself. The system is not broken, it's fixed. I saw that the other day and it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. This system will never work the way that we want it to, so we have to figure out ways to work outside of it. We got to start building our communities up, building our villages up to make sure that we are self-sustaining, because these systems will literally kill us. And if you think you're immune to it, lovies, you're not. And it may not be police. It may be something else within the powers that be that will break you to your core. And we just got to figure out ways to get through that and fight against it. And so while we march today, I just want y'all to think about everybody that we've lost to police brutality, everybody that we've lost to gun violence, everybody that we've lost to, you know, suicide, everybody that we've lost to these systems, because that is what's creating these problems, are the systems. They are working exactly as they were meant to. Exactly as they were meant to. They are making sure that we do not live long, successful lives. They are making sure that we don't have peace. So while we march, think about that and think about how we are fixing those systems. Or not even fixing those systems. How are we creating shit that we can actually move forward with in the long run? So, are y'all ready? It's going to be a short march. We're going to stay on the sidewalks. We ain't going to encounter no police. Like, and if we do, honestly, just leave them alone. They fucking pigs, bruh. Fuck those hoes. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You ready with the megaphone? Go the wagon. Oh, your neck is heavy. You ready? Come on.
Okay, so we're here at the corner of Clifton. We are here. 2 seconds. We're here at the corner of Clifton and Frankfort in Louisville, Kentucky. Small group, about 10 of us, marching in support of solidarity. Justice for Tyre Nichols, who, as everyone knows, lost his life at the hands of 5 Memphis police officers. I think there's some individuals that have been released from their jobs now, maybe up to 8. I think it's 5 officers and who've been released from their duties in association with this incident. There has been national protests ever since the body camera footage was released, a little over a week ago. And Louisville has joined in a little bit. Last weekend there was a couple marches as well as a vigil. Now this weekend we've got another small march going on down Frankfort.
You can't stop the revolution! LMPD is not the solution! LMPD is not the solution! Fire the mayor is the conclusion! Fire the mayor is the conclusion! Fuck Greenberg! Fuck Greenberg!
Greenberg is Louisville's new mayor. There's been a lot of people that feel like it is Fisher 2.0. That he has a lot of promises with his new direction, Louisville, and may not follow through. To my knowledge, he and his transition team have been holding, community-oriented meetings to gather details and information on how to, improve Louisville as a whole. From what I've seen, it looks like he's doing his best thus far, but it is a bunch of promises. There hasn't been a lot of action aside from announcements of programs and spending and whatnot. It will take time before, the programs and things that he is putting together. It'll take time before we can tell whether or not they actually are impactful, but he's got a lot of strong individuals on his team that are helping guide him, so, we'll see.
Say his name! Tyre Nichols! Say his name! Tyre Nichols! Say his name!
Hey, Casey. Hey, Julie. If you appreciate y'all tuning in, if you could react, comment, share. Heart reacts are going to be best for the algorithm. Make sure we can get this out there, as many eyes on it as possible. Let people know that we are marching here in Louisville. Small but mighty numbers. Due to lack of numbers and lack of appropriate medics being available, we have opted to stay on the sidewalk for safety reasons. What's up, Danny? How you doing, bud?
Black lives matter! 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 No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist police! No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist police! No justice! No peace! Fuck these racist police!
I don't think LMPD thinks we're a threat today, but I'm always on.
Amber organized this march. She organized one that I covered last weekend as well. I'd say we had upwards of 50 in that march through the Highlands. When it was all said and done, we went straight down Barstown Road. There was one LMPD SUV that kind of circled, came back, said that he had been instructed to follow and help block traffic to make sure we were safe. Don't see anybody this time around, haven't seen any LMPD officers, but it is smaller numbers and we are staying on the sidewalk. If I had to guess, they're probably not too far off, though. Maybe even tuned in on mine or Tara's live streams to keep a close eye, because that seems to be the tactic that they've used since 2020. They stay on top of our footage, our live streams, because we tend to get angles and perspectives that a lot of the mainstream doesn't.
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
What the system's done to me?
What the system's done to me?
It locked me up and put me down. There ain't no justice in this town.
Ain't no justice in this town.
There ain't no justice in this town.
Ain't no justice in this town.
There ain't no justice in this town.
Ain't no justice in this town.
Papa, Papa, don't you cry.
Papa, Papa, don't you cry.
Today is not my day to die.
Today is not my day to die.
Say his name. Travis Nash.
Again, only about 10 of us here today, Louisville, Kentucky. But if a march is planned, Amber tends to not let that march go undone. So we are walking down Frankfurt, making a little bit of noise. Sunday, it's a little cold, so there's really not a whole lot of people out. Really not even a lot of traffic on the road. And unfortunately, Or fortunately, I'm not sure really.
Grandmaster says hello.
Hey! Tyre just said, Grandmaster says hello. It's Grandmaster Khalid from Arabian Federation Martial Arts Academy here in Louisville, Kentucky, down off like 23rd in the West End, I believe. Incredible martial arts academy that sends kids around the world, and those kids come back with medals. A lot of medals, but somehow people just aren't aware of this organization and they don't get the proper funding. I would like one day to do like a short documentary on it and the history, because it's founded by two brothers, one of which went to the Olympics. A bit of martial arts history located here in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, just a crazy little bit of martial arts history in Louisville, Kentucky. It's weird. A lot of people don't realize, obviously.
Black Lives Matter! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police! No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
So from about here all the way to the coffee shops, it's just dead space.
I think we should just start.
Offices.
Yeah, we'll turn around, we'll go down
Walk
the other
sign,
way.
Ewing
Yeah, was
Avenue.
that sidewalk all the way?
Walk sign, Ewing Avenue.
Walk sign.
Walk sign.
Here, the Louisville School for the Blind. So a lot of the crosswalks here have these indicators, you know, which street they can walk on, you know, for the visual impaired. That's what that was. Walk sign.
Say his name!
Tyre Nichols!
Say his name!
Tyre Nichols!
Say his name!
So in larger marches, we would typically, you know, obviously have more people. We would not be able to fit on the sidewalk, so we would have cars or cyclists or individuals that would help block the traffic. Since we have such small numbers and we're not taking up space on the road, we 100% respect traffic laws and are waiting for
No peace!
a green
Fuck
walk
these
sign
racist ass
before we
police!
cross.
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
No justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
I said no justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
Just out here being menaces, abiding crosswalks. There was a period in 2020 when LMPD started slapping protesters with
On the sidewalks across the
jaywalking charges, which obviously class D misdemeanor, and pretty much unheard of. Nobody gets charged for jaywalking in Louisville, but you know, one of the last-ditch efforts of LMPD to try to rope up some of the protesters and just throw additional charges on them, apply pressure, hoping that, you know, they would stop coming out. But yeah, jaywalking charges. Some of those charges were given in downtown roads and intersections that were already blocked off by concrete barriers before the decision made by the Supreme Court on the ruling of the officers being charged. So yeah, just ridiculous last-ditch efforts of LMPD law enforcement officers to, you know, again, try to apply pressure and keep people from coming out and expressing their opinions.
That's my energy!
ACHP!
What's that mean?
That means Kukuladiai!
React, comment, share. Small tiny numbers here. Really only got to share the flyer for a few days before this happened. I only got to share it once earlier this afternoon, so not a lot of exposure on the event. It's also cold and windy, so kind of explains the low numbers, which, you know, it is what it is.
I hope you ain't mad about 8 protesters, bruh. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Give me a B!
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L!
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M!
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
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 Oh, there you are.
This is what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
I told you.
We rested.
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
This was pro-life marches that got me all fucked up.
Jesus. That's a little protest.
No justice!
No peace! Fuck
Not
these
gonna
racist
explain
ass
it.
police!
Of course, Tyre runs into somebody she knows out here. She lives in the general vicinity. Not going to give any details of any actual locations. It's her stomping grounds. She knows everybody out here.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
No justice!
No peace!
Fuck these
Racist
racist
ass police!
No justice!
No peace! Fuck these racist ass police!
Give me a B!
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L!
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M!
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
Give me a B!
B, I got your B, I got your B.
Give me an L!
L, I got your L, I got your L.
Give me an M!
M, I got your M, I got your M.
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
What's that spell?
Black Lives Matter!
No bullshit, y'all. I'm so motherfucking tired. The second time around, I almost forgot what I was saying. Like I'm
So if you're just tuning in, Louisville, Kentucky, small but mighty numbers, about 10 of us, out on the streets making some noise in support of justice for Tyre Nichols. Had a few actions last weekend. There was a march also led by Amber, where we had
1, 2,
probably
3, 4, 5, 6,
between 50 and 60 that came out, marched in the Highlands down Barstown Road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Then there was a vigil that was at Justice Square, 6th and Jeff. Then there was another march that evening, 6th and Jeff. Injustice Square, led by Firm. We were unable to make it to the visual order of that march by Firm, but the footage of last weekend's march with Amber is available on Right Heart. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives
React.
Matter!
Black Lives 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 Matter!
I feel like I heard some people repeat it inside the hub. Maybe, maybe not.
Tyre Nichols!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
So we lost access to the Riot Heart Facebook account from roughly September to January. Just recently got it back, so we're going through cleaning some stuff up, figuring out a few things, you know, because we just got it back from some hackers that were utilizing it to try to profit, unfortunately. Riot Heart's Facebook page had enough followers for all the monetization options to be turned on. We weren't using any of them except for ads on replays of live streams. So the live streams weren't even doing ads. It was just the replays of them and some subscriptions. But whoever took it over turned them all on, accrued a large lump sum of money, none of which we saw as an organization. So now we're trying to figure that out with Facebook since we had the account back finally. So, you know, just keeps going and going and going. But working on a few other things. Maybe going to be opening it up to some more community contributions. So if anyone out there is interested in, you know, writing articles or covering press conferences or anything of that nature, you know, feel free to reach out to us. Probably have some official program information available soon. But we got all that.
I don't want to say another motherfucking name!
I don't want to say another motherfucking name!
I shouldn't have to say another motherfucking name!
I should have to say another motherfucking name!
Okay, you all. I would wait for it. I appreciate you all coming and marching and being fantastic because that's what y'all are. And even though we're small and mighty, I really appreciate you. I appreciate that, like, to be 100% honest, there's not one other black person here besides myself that all of you all showed up for racial justice. Like that is a thing.
Walk sign,
And I really
Frankfurt Avenue.
appreciate it.
Walk sign,
Hey, hey.
walk sign, Frankfurt Avenue. Walk sign,
Where's-
Frankfurt.
Let us help you.
Wait.
Come
My love,
Whoa, whoa,
my
whoa,
love,
whoa.
my love.
Sidewalk,
Don't get these people
sidewalk,
hurt.
sidewalk.
Do not get these people hurt.
He's determined.
Alright. Down here, Frankfurt and Clifton, we are getting back to our staging area, wrapping up this little short march, Clifton area.
Jane, will you tell us a little bit about the St. Francis Social Justice Committee? That's pretty interesting.
Alright, so
Where you going, my love?
2 seconds. So a small number of individuals, about 10 of us. We had a couple join us while we were out, but you know, about 10 individuals just marched here in Louisville, Kentucky, supported justice for Tyre Nichols. Again, lost his life at the hand of 5 Memphis police officers. If I'm not mistaken, there's now 6 officers that have been released and 2 emergency responders, either firefighter, EMS, maybe both. But yeah, I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, a total of 8 that have been released from their duties, fired from their jobs in relation to the incident that led to the death of Tyre Nichols. So there's a lot developing. Charges have been brought to at least 5 of the officers. We're staying on top of it as much as we can. I haven't been able to do a lot of coverage on it. Trying to, again, get some stuff organized in the background so that, you know, Right Heart can move forward with the Facebook page and stuff again. There's a fucking SUV back there that was just going to try to back into us standing here because they're using a parking lot illegally. It says Cafe Classico parking only. I don't know if that place is open, but yeah, we got people standing here. And they were just going to back up instead of respecting the fact that people were here. Jesus. Alright. I'm going to go ahead, drop this live stream. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, react, comment, share. Go to www.rightheart.com. More details, articles. We've got t-shirts up, 4 different designs that are available. That money goes directly to the nonprofit to help keep us active throughout the year. It does cost money to maintain a corporation and maintain the website, whatnot. But again, appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Justice for Tyre. Everybody stay strong, stay safe.